Our next guests are in the middle of what they call the world's longest honeymoon. For the last 13 years, Mike and Ann Howard went all over the world. Today marks day 5,000 of their journey. Can you believe that?
It's amazing. And we're catching the Howards during a stop in Colorado, just breezing through. How did the world's largest honeymoon get started? This is such a cool concept.
When we were trying to think of places to go on our honeymoon, we started writing them down on a piece of paper, next piece of paper, and it just kept going and going. And we're thinking, like, when are we going to get to do these experiences? If not now, what a better way to start a life together, to build on life experiences, and get started and prioritize the things you want to do.
And it was originally going to be a 500-day honeymoon. That was actually the original number. We signed a 16-month lease on our place in Hoboken and set out, and 16 months came, and we were like, we need to do more. It was cheaper than we thought, more fun, safer. We didn't get sick, and we were like, let's just go for 2 years. And then 2 turned into 3, and then we wrote a few books, and here we are.
And now you're at 13. And you guys talk about the fact of, like, you like to go off the beaten path. So what tips, because I think we all kind of want to take a page from your book, you know, we all think about resources, right? So what tips can you give us, our viewers, on how they can try and make this happen as well?
I think don't be sucked into the top 10 list, the thing that's trending on Instagram, because that's where everyone is going, and over-tourism is a real thing. And there's so many inspiring places around the world. We do not need to be going to all of the same places. So
maybe do one to start your trip, but then go to a place in Italy. I mean, there's 20 cities in Italy that everyone can name, and they all go there. They're going to Cinque Terre and Venice and Rome, and they're over-touristed, and people are shooting them with water guns, but there's 1,000 other cities in Italy that might have 5 tourists this week. If you go there, you're going to be received with a hug. The restaurants are going to love you. It's going to be half the price. And there are rooms everywhere. Everyone always gets nervous, like, oh, I need to reserve my hotel for every night of my 10-day trip. But that removes the serendipity. You're overpaying, too, because you're booking through 5 middlemen and whatever. And you just get to the town. There's going to be local guest homes. And those experiences are off the beaten track. They're cheaper. They're way more fun. And, yeah.
That is great advice. Tell us a little more about this digital nomad lifestyle. I haven't heard that term. What do you guys mean by that?
So it's that your office is wherever inspires you. We move at a pretty regular pace, and we always find that changing scenery and new cultures and definitely inspires us as travel writers, but it's this constant process of learning. Like the traveling, we keep going because we're always learning new things. We're always meeting new people, and changing locations just increases the chances of that.
And with COVID, like so many more people are working from home, and they might work from home in Denver, but they could just as easily work in, maybe Bali's a little harder with time zone, but they could work in Baja, or they could work in Central America. And again, it's way more affordable. You're going to be on the beach in your free time instead of trying to fly for a 10-day vacation. You might be there for a year or 2, and your expenses will go down. You'll have way more fun, and you'll still be earning that U.S. salary. So we're on our own. We run this blog called Honey Trek, so that's how we earn a living. But other people, if you do have an income and you can find a way to peel yourself out, then you become a digital nomad and see how easy it is. And
it's at least worth trying. Maybe it's not your whole lifestyle, but just that idea of taking a gap year or a digital nomad year just to kind of shake up your routine. You'll come back with fresh perspectives and probably be better at what you started doing, or find a new passion you can explore.
You guys are so inspiring because you're making it sound like anyone can do it, and I love that. So obviously this sounds like a dream for a lot of people. Are there ever stressful times, especially you guys being a couple? Do you guys fight?
Yeah.
Never. What are you talking about?
You've seen us on the drive here this morning.
No, I mean, you're always running late for a bus, a train, a plane, and it's, you know, so you have to, how we cope with that, though, is like treating every bump in the road as a new adventure, and you just have to roll with it, because you know what, it's the unexpected things that turn out to be the best memories, so you can't stress when it doesn't go as planned, because probably a better plan is coming out of it.
And I can you see the connectivity between the two, just like finishing each other's sentences, whispering sweet nothing. In the commercial break, like there really is something. Yeah, it was so sweet. Yeah, we're living for it. But do you think this lifestyle has like brought you closer together?
Oh, we're like a team. We're 24/7 together, and nothing's that scary because you always have each other. So we push it pretty hard. We have had the opportunity to stay in 5-star resorts, but we also were just, you know, hitchhiking in Africa a month ago. So but that keeps it interesting. We're always on our toes, but we always feel like we're safer because we're looking out for one another. And we go into the world knowing that there's a lot more kindness, and it's in people in absolutely every culture, every, you know, possible walk of it. There are good people, and if you put out that positive vibe, it will come back to you.
And that's, yeah, like you were saying, it brings us closer together, but it also brings us closer to other cultures. And it kind of, when you're not on that 7-10 day vacation and going in and banging out 3 museums and your favorite restaurants, when you're actually spending time there and doing local buses where you're the only white people on that bus and people are taking care of you and you're helping them and you're all moving luggage together, or you're unloading a cart when somebody gets a printing press delivered in the middle of Mozambique. And like, these are really beautiful things that happen, one, when you travel slow. So we implore everybody to just at some point in their life go on a multi-month up to or a year or more.
And
but
say you go 10 days, do half as many things as you plan.
Yep.
for.
I like that.
Yeah.
plan
Me
one city.
too.
Yep.
Well, we are out of time, but I just quickly have to know, why Denver? Why are you guys here?
Well, one, we love Colorado and Denver,
Yes.
and it is the glamping show you host. We wrote a book about glamping, and you have the only glamping show in North and South America.
Really?
It's 8th year. We've gone every single time. We're speaking of the show. We have our little camper as our book booth, and it's a great community. We're big fans of hospitality, and that is our next book about the best glamping destinations in the world.
Ooh, I want that book.
Me too.
Glamping.
I know.
I like it. Anne and Mike Howard, you guys are inspirational. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Thanks for
today.
having us.
And happy, do you say like
5,000?
anniversary?
5,000
Happy
days.
honeymoon?
Yeah, honeymoon.
Happy all the things. Thanks for being here.